state government's account. This, it was learnt as ICT officials and members of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria and National Union of Local Government Employees. The landmark Supreme Court ruling directed that fundings meant for local government should be paid directly into their account, bypassing state government in an effort to promote autonomy and ensure that the funds allocated to local government were properly utilized. See further details of that, findings from the Punch newspaper this morning. Again, the headline: Council autonomy Algon now get kick as governors get 2 trillion naira local government allocations.
All right, that's their own. I think that's their own idea of autonomies, and it's left for them to use it judiciously.
Definitely.
All right, that's let me take this one for the pages of the Punch newspaper. Be patient with Tinubu. Lagos APC chair urges Nigerians. The All Progressives Congress has stated that Nigeria will get much better in 2025 with an unwavering commitment of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to reposition the country and set it on the path of development. The Lagos State APC chairman, Pastor Cornelius Ojelabi, gave the assurance at the party's Christmas carol and 9 lessons on Sunday evening. Get the details from the pages of the Punch newspaper. Be patient with Tinubu. Lagos APC chair urges Nigeria.
Still with the Punch newspaper, federal government raises duty toll allowances order for public officials. Now, the details are saying that the federal government has approved an upward review of allowances for officials and public service. Some of the allowances under review include duty toll allowance, transport allowances, uniform allowances, and overtime allowances. The decision was reached at the 46th meeting of the National Council on Establishment, chaired by the head of Civil Service of the Federation, D.D. Wilson Jack. The NCE, which serves as the highest policy-making body for public service matters, is chaired by the head of Civil Service of the Federation and includes the heads of civil service from the 36 states of the Federation and also the Federal Capital Territory. See further details of the development from the Punch newspaper. Again, the headline: FG raises duty toll allowances, others for public officials.
Clark Rice Tinubu demands answers over bad roads in Niger Delta. A leader of the Pan Niger Delta Forum PADEF, Chief Edwin Clark, has written in an open letter to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the state of roads in the region. He wants the president to urgently declare a state of emergency on roads in the Niger Delta region. In the letter addressed to the president, Clark wondered why roads in the region are in such a deplorable condition despite increase in oil production in prices. Alright, you can get the details from the pages of the Daily Post newspaper. Clark Rice Tinubu demands answers over bad roads in Niger Delta.
And then in the Vanguard newspaper, there's a story that is striking my attention. It says federal government overshoot 2024 borrowing target by 4 trillion naira. As president, now I'm taking the details, as President Bola Tinubu prepares to present the National Assembly tomorrow, the 2025 national budget, largely saddled with funding by borrowings, the federal government, that's the FG now, is set to overshoot its domestic borrowing target for 2024 by 4 trillion naira, about 67% above the budgeted amount. These are coming despite the widespread concerns over the continued rise in the nation's debt stock. Details of the domestic borrowings activities of the government in the 11th month to November 2024 is already showing borrowings in excess of 2.93 trillion naira, or 49% above the target as of November. See details in the pages of Vanguard newspaper this morning. The headline again says federal government overshoots 2024 borrowing target by 4 trillion naira.
All right, take a story from the pages of the Daily Post newspaper. Oh my God. North Central APC backs Tinubu for second term. All right, the North Central All Progressives Congress APC Forum has barred President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a second term in office. The APC Forum, in a statement released after the meeting in Abuja on Sunday, said that North Central will stand behind the president in 2027 presidential election. The statement, signed by the chairman of the North Central APC Forum, Alhaji Saleh Zazaga stressed that the forum decided to endorse Tinubu for the second term because his administration had extended several opportunities to the North Central Zone since he assumed office as president in 2020. For the details of that, get Daily Post newspaper. North Central APC backs Tinubu for second term.
Now I'm joining you in the Daily Post newspaper, and this is saying end bad governance protest was clear message to you. Shekarau tell Tinubu. And now it says that the former Kano State Governor Ibrahim Shekarau has told President Bola Tinubu to go back to the drawing board in governing the masses. Shekarau said the recent end bad protest was a clear message to Tinubu and those working under him. Recall that the 10-day nationwide protest tagged End Bad Governance started on 1st through 10th of August 2024. Nigerians took to the streets of various cities across the country to demand economic and political reforms. Despite all of this, the protest did little or nothing to twist the arm of government, the former governor feels the message to the Tinubu administration was clear enough. The protest initially began peacefully and later turned violent in some states like Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, leading to death and destruction of properties. See further details of what Shekarau is saying to President Tinubu this morning in the Daily Post newspaper. Again, end bad governance protest was clear message to you. Shekarau to Tinubu.
Alright, taking more story again from the pages of the Daily Post and newspaper. And next, while the Director General of the Voice of Nigeria, Von Osita Okechukwu, says that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) should be held responsible for Nigeria's slide towards becoming a one-party state and not the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC). Okechukwu made a statement on Sunday in Enugu while reacting to insinuations that APC and by extension President Bola Tinubu were responsible for the weak opposition in the country. The former VOM boss described the insinuations that the ruling APC was the architect of the magic one-party state as misplaced. Check Daily Post newspaper. PDP should be held accountable for Nigeria's slide into one-party state, Okechukwu says.
The Daily Dose is what you're still listening to on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, where we're bringing you stories making rounds in the national dailies for today, Monday, 16 December 2024. So in no time, or in few minutes time, we'll open the studio line for you to make your own contribution. Now let's continue in the papers. From the Nation newspaper, this is saying TET fund key to universities' growth. The National Association of Students, NANS, has stressed the importance of continuous existence of Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund. Speaking in Lagos at the 86th National Senate sitting and pre-convention, NANS Senate President Babatunde Afeez noted that TET Fund had impacted tertiary institutions in infrastructure development, capacity building, research and innovation activities. He said the agency should not be tampered with for any reason but be properly funded and managed by people who are competent and with integrity to enable it to perform better. He said a clarification was necessary regarding whether the proposed tax reform bill would affect the agency. See further details in the Nation newspaper this morning. TET Fund key to varsity's growth.
10,000 intending Christian pilgrims pay 30 billion naira. Airlift begins December 2022. Alright, the Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission will on December 22 airlift 10,000 Christians who registered for this year's Holy Pilgrimage to Jordan. Each of the intended pilgrims pay 3 million naira, amounting to 30 billion naira by the Nigerian contingent. The NCPC Executive Secretary Bishop Stephen Adegbusi disclosed this through newsmen on Sunday, responding by text message to inquiries by the correspondent. Adegbusi wrote there are 10,000 pilgrims. For now, each pilgrim pays 30 million naira. I think you get it. It is from the pages of the Punch newspaper. 10,000 intended Christian pilgrims pay 30 billion naira. airlift begins December 22.
Sukuk, federal government raises 1.1 trillion naira to finance 124 road projects. That's coming from SEC. Now, what a SEC means? Now, let's go into the detail. The Securities and Exchange Committees, that's what SEC means. SE yesterday disclosed that the federal government has issued 6 sovereign sukuk worth 1.1 trillion naira, that about $657.6 million, to finance 124 federal road projects covering over 5,820 kilometers across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. SEC's Director General, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, stated this during the ongoing second International Islamic Capital Markets Conference in Karachi, Pakistan. A statement from the commission quoted Dr. Agama as saying that the success rate makes the Islamic Capital Market (ICM) stand out as a resilient and innovative tool for mobilizing resources. According to the statement, it described the issuance of sovereign sukuk since 2017 as a key pillar responsible for growth of the ICM in Nigeria, adding that these issuances have consistently been oversubscribed, with subscription rate reaching as high as 441%. See further details in the Vanguard newspaper. Federal government raised 1.1 trillion naira to finance 124 road projects. That's according to SEC.
All right, Donyi, let me quickly dive into the business scene now, where Dangote Refinery stands export to 3 African countries. All right, a quick one. The Dangote Refinery has exported premium motor spirit petrol to Cameroon, Angola, Ghana, and South Africa in the past few weeks. The Vice President of Oil and Gas at Dangote Industry Limited, Devakumar Edwin, disclosed this while playing host to a delegation from the Japanese business community in Nigeria, led by Japan's ambassador designated to Nigeria, Suzuki Hideo. In a statement on Sunday, the company spokesman, Anthony Chijena, quoted Edwin as confirming that products from the refinery meet international standards and are already being exported globally. Grab your Punch newspaper for more details, where Dangote Refinery extends exports to 3 African countries.
Yes, from business, let's see what the federal government is doing in terms of security. And I stay with you in the Punch newspaper. It says again, federal government constructs smart police station in Abuja. It says the federal government has commenced the construction of a smart division or divisional police headquarters and 6 residential quarters for rank and file officers in Mpepe, a community in Buari area council of Abuja. The project is part of ongoing reforms aimed at reshaping the policy landscape by promoting inclusivity and adopting modern technology. The groundbreaking ceremony for the smart police station was performed by the Minister of Police Affairs, Ibrahim Gadam, who was represented by the acting permanent secretary of the ministry, Yusuf Agogo. A statement on Sunday by Bolaji Kazim, Deputy Director, Information and Public Relations Unit of the ministry, quoted the minister as highlighting the importance of projects in addressing the security challenges in Mpepe and its environs. Lovely development, one could say, but see further details from the Punch newspaper this morning. Federal government constructs smart police station in Abuja.
And quickly out from the business scene back into the politics, where the ruling All Progressives Congress APC on Sunday said it was not threatened by the weekend visits of ex-presidential flag bearer of the New Nigeria People's Party, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, and former Cross River State Governor Donald Duke to the Abeokuta Ogun State home of ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo to discuss the political future of Nigeria. In the past few weeks, there have been increasing debates about the 2027 generation elections after the secretaries to the government of the Federation, Senator Joda Kume, canvassed for the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for second term. According to Akume, there will be no vacancy in Aso Rock until 2031, when Tinubu will have completed a second term. But the opposition would have none of it, insisted that the ruling APC will be removed from power come 2027. That is coming from the All Progressives Congress. Tinubu not threatened by Obasanjo Kwankwaso Obi's 2027 talks, APC.
In a related development, talking about elections and all of that, the Punch newspaper is telling us that APC opposition welcome planned PVC withdrawal. It says the ruling All Progressives Congress APC and the opposition parties have welcomed on the proposal by the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC to phase out the use of permanent voter card PVCs for election and to also introduce diaspora voting. While ruling APC wholeheartedly welcomed the proposed innovation, the opposition parties, however, harped on sincerity of purpose on the part of INEC. Last Thursday, INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu explained that the reform, if implemented, would improve the country's electoral system following lessons learned from the 2023 general elections and subsequent off-cycle polls. Yakubu added that the commission would soon present the proposal and a few others to the relevant committees in the Senate and House of Representatives. From the Punch newspaper, APC opposition welcome planned PVC withdrawal.
All right, the studio line is open for your contribution or opinion. Well, please be civil. Do not attack any person. The number to call is 0704 700 7701. You call the second line
0707 2766278. That's the second line to call.
All right, still while waiting for your call to come in, we says Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State on Sunday assured commissioners and permanent secretaries, permanent secretary in his administration of a conducive working environment. Fubara said his cabinet members can function optimally without tension or health conditions like high blood pressure. He spoke at a special Thanksgiving service organized in honor of Dr. Tami Weneke Danagogo, Rivers Secretary to the State Government SSG in Abonamethan, Akoko Thori Local Government Area. Check Daily Post newspaper. I will stand by you, Governor Fubara assures commissioners, permanent secretaries.
Yes, so if you missed out on some of the activities that we did last week, there is an update from the sport desk. But let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Mr. Jayadiba Oluwafemi.
All right.
So my colleague.
Please go ahead.
Yes, please let Nigeria be patient for Tinubu. Tinubu will lead Nigeria to promised land. That is what I.
Many thanks indeed for your take there. I was about to read a sports story, just in case you miss out on some of our activities or some of the news that we reported in the course of the week. It's a saying that Elo High School, Ayetoro Ekiti, has been crowned the champion of the Sam Oluwalo Foundation Unity Cup 2024, which concluded on Friday, December 13th. The team remained unbeaten throughout the tournament, showcasing exceptional skill and determination. Ogogomodu Grammar School Ido-Ekiti secured the first runner-up position, while Ifaki Grammar School Ifaki-Ekiti came third. Methodist Comprehensive High School Aye-Ekiti finished in fourth place. All participating schools received cash prizes, with the top three teams also awarded medals, trophies, and additional cash gifts. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Austin Ohoni from Mishwakoko in Odo State.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. I will, encourage our people, Nigerians. Let them, look for a very credible leader, like let's say visionary one, like let's say Obafemi Awolowo, to rule this country. Because all these people running around, going to another place to make a meeting, to become a next this in 2027. We should not let them continue to do this one, because this country is being blessed with so many things that are not God.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. That's your personal opinion. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where you calling from?
Adefalana is talking.
All right, you're welcome, Adefalana.
From my dear kid.
Good to have you.
want to deal with allocation of local government some local government accounts. And our governor, we still are judged unless INEC conduct a local government election. If INEC conducts a local government election, there will be opposition party who will.
All right, we get your explanation there. It's trying to tell us that there will be opposition party who will always, have contrary views. But we must say thank you a lot indeed for your calls and contribution on the show this morning. The Daily Dose on Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Edo Ekiti.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution and your opinion. All right, my name is Kingsley Iniovosa. Tomorrow we shall be back again.
And my name is Oladoyin Ayegbusi. I wish you a very lovely week. Good morning.